All right, so it's episode 17.
Oh, damn.
I'm Shaun Campbell. This is...
What's up? I'm JP.
I just got my phone here. I don't know why. Just in case I have to refer to something.
That's it. There you go.
We're going to do some hot topics, but we're going to keep away from those. The hot topics in the media, we know what they are.
Oh, damn.
Or do you want to talk about it? We're not going to talk about it per se, but what do you guys think? I'm just going to throw the topics out there. We're not going to give it any point of view at all. And then if you guys want us to dig deep, we'll dive in. Transgender athletes in sports. That's a vague topic. We're not going to go in there. I'm not going to say what I think. JP's not going to say what he thinks. You probably just figure out just by looking at us.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, like the...
So we're not going to talk about it, but if you guys want us to talk about it, or you have any ideas on what do you think about transgenders in sports, get the comments, get a thread going. If you guys actually get something going in the comments, we will talk about it.
Yeah. I think one of the things that, like, you know, like we can even kind of like roll the conversation with. You know,
okay,
like keep it just to roll the conversation, right? Like,
yeah.
It's like, you know, like in terms of, like, you know, because everything comes down to, like, you know, respecting people's rights,
right?
And that's the balance, I guess, right? Like, you know, like the line.
So we want respectful conversations in the comments, and if we get a respectful conversation going, we'll open up to a conversation,
right? And the challenge with that, I guess, would be, like, you know, like in terms of walking that line on this particular topic, right? Is, you know, like in the general sense, I guess it's like respecting the athlete, the transgender athlete themselves,
and then the other athletes.
And what is the impact to the other athletes that are not transgendered and are being impacted by
and they both
that
have to be respected, not just because of the media. I'm almost going to start talking. Because basically the media's got us trying to push a narrative one way, and we all kind of know what that is, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like, someone's got to speak up for...
There's a bigger picture, right, like to consider, right?
Speak up for,
you know,
bigger picture.
Because I think, like, you know, like with too many topics nowadays, right, like that, you know, like people zone in on just like one particular viewpoint, whatever side of the fence it's on, and it's just like, that's the way, like, you know, whatever, right? But, like, you know, if we maybe kind of like zoom out a little bit and take a look at what the bigger picture is, what's the bigger scope and the bigger impact, not even just to us, but
it is
to
new, right? So people, you got to give people time
to kind of adjust
to it, work through it, figure it out. Like even with the sporting organizations, have to figure out how to make this work and all that stuff, right? So it's touchy.
Yeah, and we're not even talking, I think, right now in terms of, you know, like even just
it's
like
very vague.
physique
we're talking
based,
about
right? Like,
no, not talking physique based, but
like
more
performance
based. We're talking more about sports. I'm not talking about I haven't come across a situation yet, but I'm not talking about like within the IDFA.
Speed, power, like, you know, like anything, like, you know, any kind of sport, right? Like, you know, I think it's a different world, obviously, that you know, we're living in nowadays, and it'd be interesting to hear, like, you know, like what you know, the types of respectful conversations that we can end up having with, you know, with the people, right?
So let's have them. I want to have those conversations. I don't like being afraid to speak my mind.
Right.
Not even speak my mind. Just speak what I feel is my truth, right?
Right.
What I feel is right. And you also go by what's right. What is the right thing to do, right? Not like do we have to worry about, because by catering to someone's feelings, we don't want to hurt their feelings, then you're hurting their feelings.
You're hurting somebody else's.
Not only... It's a tough conversation to bring up.
It's a tough conversation.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna stop right now, because we'll figure out a way of like talk about this in a respectful manner after we see what your feedback is.
Yeah.
So let's jump into IDFA stuff. Let's just start things rolling with that.
Let's see.
With we always sit down with like no agenda. Know what the funny thing is? This off camera for about an hour. We were talking about that topic that we just said.
Yeah.
For about an hour.
Yeah.
We weren't even getting crazy. It was just like a very
and it was just
normal
exploring
but
different sides of the perspectives, right? Like, because, you know, like if you like I said, like if you don't zone in on just any one individual viewpoint, you know, with blinders, because really if you're only looking at one viewpoint, like, you know, it's kind of like,
We've also got to think what's going on within their mind, what's going on with their mind, what's going on with your mind. Let's put it all together and figure this out, right?
What's fair across the board, right? And you know, like I think that, you know, like you said, like part of the challenge is that, you know, in the process of trying to you know, be fair or respectful to like one viewpoint, well then you know, like you're affecting a whole you know, other, you know, range of population that doesn't have that viewpoint, doesn't share that viewpoint. Because the reality of the world is, at any given point in time, for the history of time, we've never all had the same opinion.
No.
We've never had the same opinion.
And a lot of it is to do with education as well, like educating them on the topic. Because some people don't even want to educate you on topic. Like, oh man, playing sports, whatever. That's bullshit. Like, okay, why is it bullshit? It's just not right. Why is it not right?
Yeah.
You gotta have some kind of like argument here, right? You
Yeah,
just
some
say
kind of
that. Like, I'm not the things I say. If I do say anything, I wouldn't say it on social media or anything. But if I do say something in a conversation with JP, at least we're actually trying to educate ourselves on it, right?
Yeah.
We're coming from that standpoint, not just like that's wrong and that's it.
Yeah, not just from a place of
Or
emotion.
that's right and that's it, or whatever.
You know, like, yeah.
If I say that's wrong.
Yeah. Well, you know, like, because I think, like, you know, like in all sorts of different topics, like, you know, like the past few years, or you know, like the again,
or it's also sorry.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, education as well, like knowing and being educated about the topic, and then also people want to be heard. Like, say if I have an argument, just listen to my argument. Don't just tell me this is how it's gonna go. Because that's what's happening in the schools. They're telling the parents this is how it is.
Yeah.
Like, let them be heard.
Yeah.
Let them choose.
And with most things,
you know what I mean? Like, how
you
to
know,
say
like with most things, like, you know, whether this statement applies to this topic or not,
or just any
I don't know,
topic,
right? But any topic across the board, right? Like, you know, like there's usually like this opinion and there's that opinion, and the truth is usually going to be somewhere in the middle. You know what I mean? Like, so.
No, it's going to be more towards me. Because I'm always right.
I'm the one that's right.
That's what people think, right? That's the problem. Is there's always someone up there that thinks they're the one who's right.
Yeah.
No.
So it's
No, it's a very touchy subject.
Let us know what you guys think.
I think it's an interesting conversation,
Right.
And it's funny thing is, it's not even like something we shouldn't talk about. It's something we must talk about because it's happening, right?
It's happening
And we're
right in front of us.
just like the bullshit that just went down for 2 years.
Yeah.
Look how many people just sat there and let it all happen until one day they say we're not going to let it happen, and it went away.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. At least that's what I think.
Yeah. Well, and even like on that end as well.
Because someone had to stand up, or someone had to at least do something. Don't just sit back and let it all happen.
Yeah.
On that, complain about it later.
You know, one of the things I would say with that too, right, is like, you know, like even on that end, right, like there was
That's a whole different creature.
there was extreme opinions on both sides.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and
There's people in the middle.
and then there's people in the middle. Right?
I think majority of people were in the middle, but they were too afraid to. Just like how we're afraid to even talk right now. Everyone was afraid, so they created sides. By creating sides and creating fear, now no one even wants to talk about it. I'm afraid to talk about it because now that we're saying, we should just talk about it because I feel like we're being pressured.
You just leave it to the people. Right?
I'm gonna edit the hell out of this one. I'm not gonna edit. I'm just gonna like slice it right out. This whole section's
Never even happened.
never happened. It's just like, how are you guys? Episode 17.
What's up?
We're starting over.
That's it.
Okay, I'm Shaun Campbell. This is JP.
IDFA stuff. Right?
Let's go IDFA stuff. Let's go work out Warrior stuff. Actually, that was on my mind when I was heading here.
Yeah.
Because I haven't really talked about it in a while. Obviously, I'm rocking the Workout Warrior sweatshirt. I got the Workout Warrior hat.
Oh yeah.
Because there is Workout Warrior Apparel. And I gotta start promoting that stuff. Because I create this guy, the Workout Warrior. You can probably see in the background, the logo's here. Everything's here.
Oh yeah.
I create this guy or this logo with a vision. I want to have this on people's, like wearing at the gym for that inner Workout Warrior type motivation.
Yeah.
I kind of visualized it like Gymshark. You know, everyone wears Gymshark. I'm not saying you gotta take your small steps, but like a Gymshark vibe, the Workout Warrior.
Yeah.
Because I feel like
It represents something.
yeah, it's like when you put it on, you can't go to the gym and be like a wuss or whatever with a Workout Warrior on, or even because everyone has those.
You can't give up on your reps.
You can't give up. Give up on yourself.
Can't give
Because
up on yourself.
this represents your inner Workout Warrior, right?
That's it.
So when you put this on, like I've got hats, sweaters, tank tops, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And in spirit of all that, I'm gonna give 25% off on everything Workout Warrior if you go to officialworkoutwarrior.com. I'm gonna start pushing this more because I do have apparel like sitting here.
There we go.
That I'm not even pushing.
That's it.
I've got all these hats.
Let's take a look at them.
Let's take a look. Let you hold on to one. We got navy blue, we got red and white, we got the royal blue and white. I got the navy blue and white that I wear every day.
The whole trucker vibe.
Yeah, trucker vibe.
Right.
I'm a salesperson, go for it.
That's it.
Trucker.
You know?
And then I got these sweatshirts in all different colors.
Yeah.
I've got the racer tank tops for women. What do I got here? I got a bunch of crap.
Let's see.
We're trying to do like a little pop-up shop here. I got things to sell.
What's up?
These are tank tops. So these are like men's or unisex tank tops because these are more like your regular size fitted tank tops. So I got all these sizes.
The back.
Yeah, that's just your regular. I don't have the racer back ones here with me because I didn't throw them in my bag. But I got racer back tank tops for the women. They're kind of like a tight fit with a racer back on them. And just go to officialworkoutwarrior.com. Like I said, everything's gonna be 25% off. I'm gonna start doing some promotions too where we do some stuff where if you guys participate and everything, we're gonna give away like free sweaters, free hats, and I'll just ship them to you. So, but stay tuned for all that. So it's officialworkoutwarrior.com, got hats, t-shirts. I even got all the IDFA clothing on the officialworkoutwarrior.com. So by the time we get there, I'm gonna, because I had some discounts there, I'm gonna go even better. I'm gonna go 25% off everything.
Nice.
So yeah, so I'll update all of that. I got some work to do tonight.
That's it. Lots of updates.
Because I had some discounts happening there, but I'm going further.
That's it.
Because I want to get these on people.
Go big or
The
go home.
whole point with the official workout warrior is we created this brand.
Yeah.
This guy is hype.
That's it.
Like I'm telling you, on TikTok, some of them got over 3 million views.
Yeah.
And you guys are probably gonna see it on Instagram and YouTube once in a while where you see the workout warrior guy, you're like, who is that guy?
That's it.
Okay, the brand's getting out there, but now we gotta like start pushing the merch or the apparel. I think I'm gonna call it apparel.
There you go.
Merch sounds like good sound. Apparel sounds.
That's it. There you go.
That's the shit.
Yeah.
So get your workout warrior apparel, and then we're gonna start doing some contests in that, and yeah, we're gonna get this shit going.
There we go.
Get this floating around. Anything you want to segue into? Because I'm gonna segue into something else. Go with the flow on this.
You know what? We'll keep the workout warrior vibe.
Warrior vibe,
Right.
and we'll go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Okay, then in spirit of workout warrior, and I'm also gonna. Don't worry, the IDFA is coming strong. We got some really cool ideas. I'm gonna start up. We're gonna segue again here. I'm gonna start up.
I was gonna mention one of the IDFA things, but I'm like, you know what? Like let's.
Okay, well wait.
Let's hit this first. Right.
You can hold on to it.
There we go.
So I got these medals. So we did some giveaways where we did the Workout Warrior Awards. So we gave it a Workout Warrior medallion. Let me get in the camera here.
Yeah.
The funny thing is I can't see very well. I can see myself in the camera, but I can't see details. I need like reading because.
No, you got up there pretty good.
Yeah, I did pretty good. So we did a thing said, I am a workout warrior because, and we had this little contest. Just last year, it was like November, December.
Yeah.
And we had 2 winners. So we had their 2 videos are there. So you can, that's when you have your phone here.
It's like breaking news.
Already sold a shirt.
There you go.
We're not live though, so shit. So yeah, so they submit their entry. So what it is, you send in your video entry just saying, I am a workout warrior because. And it may, whatever your story is, before I had it 1 minute, but I'm gonna give it up to 2 minutes. So you can tell your story. Maybe you had a transformation you went through, maybe you went through some tough times. Maybe there, I don't know, maybe whatever workout warrior means to you. When you see this, what does that mean to you? Because it's going to mean something different to everyone.
It means something different to everybody, yeah, for sure.
Because to me, it was more, I thought of it as my inner workout warriors. It's almost like that extra gear.
Yeah.
Like when I was like, because there's times you go to the gym, you don't want to go to the gym.
Not feeling it.
You put your inner, it's kind of like me, even with like me, I would always put like a workout warrior or an IDFA shirt or sweater or hat on. But that made me think, okay, now you're in the mindset. You are representing.
You gotta represent.
Workout Warrior or IDFA, because you'll see me in the gym, I've always got Workout Warrior or IDFA on.
Yeah.
Because you're representing. Like I feel like even though there's no pressure on me, but I feel it.
Yeah.
And then I put it on the shirt or sweater and I hit the gym, but this hat, like I become in love with this hat, right? So you'll always see it on me.
That's it. There you go.
So yeah, so send in your video submissions. I'll put more details here. I'll probably put more details around social media. up to 2-minute video clip. Doesn't have to be anything too crazy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put 2 examples up, probably the next, in this video here. I'll put Carly's and Les's so you can see what they said. And so you have an idea what to talk about.
Yep.
And yeah, and just send us a video. And then the top video, I'll put the deadline. I'm not sure what the deadline's gonna be, but by the time I post this video, I'll have all that worked out.
Yeah.
And this will submit them for about a week, get your videos in, and then we'll announce a winner and we'll ship you out one of these medallions.
That's it.
I've got 10 of these at home right now. So 10 of these to give out.
Oh damn.
For a war. So I almost want to give out 1 a week or even 2 a week. So starting when you see this video, we're going to start giving these away on a regular basis.
There we go.
Start giving away. I'm going to start promoting my Workout Warrior Apparel brand here on a regular basis. And we're going to start pushing the IDFA shows on a regular basis.
That's it.
Because I got like what do they always say? If no one's going to promote it better than you do, right? So I can just sit back and wait for shit to happen. Let's make shit happen.
Just make it happen.
And if it requires giving out some medals and some sweaters, let's fucking do it.
Exactly. There you
So
go.
yeah, so I Am a Workout Warrior video contest is going to be started. So stay tuned.
Damn. That's it.
So that's that. So that's Workout Warrior out of the way.
Yeah.
Because I'm rocking the funny is I'm branding it like constantly. Because every time you see me on these videos, actually you're staring at the guy the whole time, right?
That's it. Right
You
there.
don't even realize it. He's in your face.
He's right there.
It's supposed to. What is it supposed to be? Subliminal marketing.
Subliminal. Yeah.
But it's not being subliminal enough, so I gotta start talking about it.
It's so in our face
That we just don't even care. So go to officialworkoutwarrior.com, buy some stuff. Let's rock and roll.
right there.
Okay, so let's jump into some IDFA stuff and see what JP had in mind to talk
Yeah,
about.
for sure, right? Well, if you're ready to announce it or not, but something that you just mentioned, I thought that was pretty cool, right? Like if you're gonna jump into some
Let's do
IDFA
it.
show type of stuff.
Let's do it. Yeah, so we're gonna so basically see how the Workout Warriors here? So this is like the Warrior Room vibe and the Workout Warrior Room vibe. I'm gonna do the same type of vibe with an IDFA logo. I was actually gonna bring the banners, but I totally didn't even think of it. Once I started heading to the car, I'm like,
Yeah.
So I could have just popped them up. So it would basically be just the same type of setup and just talk about the IDFA. So it'd be just IDFA news.
Yeah.
So it could be anything. Like as simple as if it's your birthday coming up.
Yeah.
Send me an email to info@idfa.ca saying, hey, it's my birthday on December 10th and my name is Jack and here's a photo of me on the IDFA stage.
That's it.
And we'll kind of just like when you see in the news, they put it up, like I'll do a little, get your phone out. I'm not that popular, but still a beep here and there, right?
And again, that's it.
Yeah, so anything that's coming up, or anything that you think is IDFA media related. It could be anything, I don't know. Someone had a baby, someone's getting married, someone's competing coming up, someone's decided to make a comeback, someone's making a transformation, someone's at the gym training chest and has the IDFA shirt on. Anything.
Could be anything. Yeah. Hey, here's me, 10 years ago. It's almost actually 10 years.
Or you're for throwback.
Actually, I just passed 10 years since I was on stage, right?
Well, there you go. You can even send stuff and say, here's a picture from 5 years ago.
Yeah. I competed on this year, whatever, right?
Or anything. Just send me an email. I might even just read off your email. Yeah, it's gonna be that simple. It's gonna be not so crazy edited, so it can come out quick and easy.
Yeah.
But I just want to get news circulating, basically create a community vibe happening.
Yeah.
Right.
So if you were involved with the IDFA pretty much in any kind of way, right? Because we had some pretty notorious backstage, helping hands. Too, right? So anything you got, right?
Just do it. As long as we have a good. Well, we just need an excuse to use it, right? You just got some kind of IDFA twist on it. You can just say, here I am volunteering backstage at the IDFA. Or hey guys, I'm blah, blah, blah. I used to volunteer at the IDFA shows. That's all we need. That's it. As long as we got some kind of, what is it? There's 7.
Ties it in somewhere.
What's the Kevin Bacon?
Oh, the 6 degrees of separation.
Yeah, there has to be some degree of separation.
That's it. Right?
So if you have some relation to the IDFA, at any sort, and you got some kind of media or news or something interesting, send it in. We'll send it to info@idfa.ca. I'm probably gonna bang out the first one will probably come out maybe in the next day or two. Because I'm just gonna sit down and I'll just give you an update on what whatever I have on hand myself, and then I'll just tell you guys to send me in stuff.
That's it.
So, yeah, I think it would create a little bit of a community buzz vibe happening.
Yeah.
And get some IDFA energy out there.
That's it.
Yeah, get things slowly but surely, but get things back to where they used to be, right? Because things have changed a lot, and
yeah,
you just gotta rock and roll with it. You gotta
roll with the punches.
There you go.
That's it. All right.
Yeah. So that's that.
There we go, right?
What else I got there? I brought props just so I knew what to talk. I've never had a table of props before. This is the first time ever we laid a table of props.
What are the shoes about?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what let's see what this is.
Okay, let's talk about
I don't know where this is going.
Nothing special, okay? So I'm not gonna get too creative. I didn't go by the fancy. I bought like to be honest with you, I bought the nicest looking, cheapest pair that was good for jogging. That's it. So I got this pretty good deal at, but then when I looked on Amazon, I saw an even better deal. But the problem with Amazon, you don't know what size there.
Yeah.
Because I even tried, I think it's my size. These aren't S's, but A6. I remember I tried on what would normally be my size, they were tight as hell. But then I tried on with what's normally my size and these, and they fit.
Yeah.
So they go to show you companies are different, right?
Companies are different, yeah.
What's this called? Can you read that? What's the brand called? Saucony or something? I might have
Saucony, yeah. Saucony Cohesions.
So what they told me was Saucony and Asics are really good shoes for jogging, like the regular jogger. I'm not running marathons or anything, at least not yet, right? Yeah. I just got this vision in my head, like it was just like 2 days ago. I said, you know what? You gotta start running. Plus I've been seeing people running on YouTube. I said, you know what?
Run, Forrest, run.
Yeah, there you go. Someone just said, run, Shaun, run. That's it. Shaun Campbell 2.0 said, oh, I didn't even introduce myself as Shaun Campbell 2.0.
2.0, man.
Because we're so
hyped up.
Scatterbrained. Yeah, we didn't know what's going on. So I'm Shaun Campbell 2.0. Shaun Campbell 2.0 jogs. Because back in the day, I used to jog a lot. Like when I used to do wrestling in high school. Now we're talking back.
Yeah.
I used to jog a lot.
It's like 5-10 years ago, right?
Just a few years back. Just a few. Like 35 years ago. Holy shit. It's so far away I can't even picture it, but I did do it.
You gotta edit that out.
Yeah, no, I'll leave it in.
That's messed up.
That's another thing. Shaun Campbell 2.0 is going to start becoming like more aware of it, like more take ownership of things. Like
that's it.
Like don't try to play off my age. If someone asks me, I'll tell them straight up. Instead of like pause for a second, like ooh, Jesus, I don't want to say it.
Yeah, right.
I'm not going to say it, but
29.
But if you ask me, I'll tell you.
Ask them in the comments.
Yeah, ask me in the comments, and I'll tell you.
That's it.
Well, like I say, jogging shoes. Jogging. Because I even used to do it when I was skating. Just anytime I want to get, but okay. So I bought them. So basically, it was like a one day. Then the very next day, I just went and bought them. I said, let's go buy them. Because I couldn't even go running because I had no running shoes. I basically had just like slip on, like casual stuff. Yeah. I didn't have like a jogging shoe. Yeah. So I had to go buy it. Right. So I went and bought them. And I went running the first time. At first, there's a big difference. I'm used to doing like elliptical and all these things, right? So it's not. It must be decent, but there's nothing that compares to jogging. Like holy shit! Just the way my breath, my heart was racing, and my breathing pattern, I even got started feeling a little bit of shin splint. My calves were getting pumped. Yeah. Just because you're not used to doing it. Yeah. Like we might run across the street, but we don't go for a jog. Yeah. So yeah, at first it felt very tough, but I didn't get it. It was more of a mental thing. So I was like, okay, Shaun, don't stop. Yeah. Like you almost mentally want to stop. Oh yeah. Your body's not ready to stop, your mind's stopping because you're like thinking, what am I doing running so long?
I started jogging recently myself, and just here in the studio, just jumping on the treadmill and like whatever, right? I think in some of the previous episodes, Shaun actually got me like even just like walking, right?
Oh yeah, the treadmill.
Because the first couple of times, like it was a lot of walking because it was just like I couldn't run for very long at all, right? You know, anyone that knows me, like I don't really do cardio to begin with. If I'm doing anything, I might sprint, right? Like, and even that I don't do it enough. And any other conditioning that I do, like, is going to be just, with like whatever I'm doing here, like with the way that I'm lifting weights or like the way that I'm doing the kettlebells or whatever it is, right? But yeah, those first few times, man, it's just like, like I might get 2 or 3 minutes, of an actual little jog, and then I got to slow down to a walk. Yeah, right? It's built up now, like I'm starting to get more into that rhythm. But yeah, just like what Shaun was saying, right? Like, you know, like for me, it was actually my body just telling me, like, no, you can't do this right now.
My mind,
Right?
my body at first, but mine was sort of telling me because I was feeling weird things like shin splints.
Oh yeah,
Just
deep burn.
Like it was like a weird feeling, but it's like, then you think, I want to just walk. It's also not being in the zone because your mind's floating all over the place.
Yeah.
You're almost.
That's actually,
stop.
yeah, that's a big thing I've noticed.
But another thing I do, you guys let me know in the comments below. If anyone out there's a jogger, if you're into jogging and running, let us know.
Yeah.
Because I'm interested in that. Because I got so stuck in my mind that if you want to build muscle, you can't be doing so much cardio, which is a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
Especially as natural athletes. Come on,
Yeah.
let's not talk bullshit. Like, if you're, so anyways, it's just a bullshit way. Because another thing I didn't want to do is, and also as I get older,
Yeah.
I say, shit, man. It's kind of like, what is it? Use it or lose it.
Yeah.
I just figured, man, society, we're a bunch of lazy son of bitches. Like I said, I'm gonna just like, so you think me, because even like with workouts, like, oh, you can't work out every day. Why? Because we're a bunch of lazy son of bitches. Oh, you gotta have a cheat meal. Why? Because we're a bunch of lazy son of bitches. Oh, you can't do cardio every day because we're lazy. We want the easiest way possible to get results.
That's it.
Talk to anybody, and they brag about doing no cardio. You're bragging that you are not in shape.
Yeah. Right.
I got lean without being in shape. That's what you're fucking bragging about?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be, wait till you see me in fucking a month. I'm gonna be in wicked shape, and it's because I'm working out way more than what they would say is good for you. What I'm breaking all the rules.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much almost working out with weights every day. I'm doing my elliptical every morning, and I'm gonna fucking run almost every day.
Yeah.
But I'm not doing like hardcore shit though. I'm not like going and running a marathon. I run 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
That's all I can do right now.
Yeah.
My workouts are what? Anywhere from 45 to an hour. 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
And let's say I do that about 5 times a week.
Yeah.
The cardio, the elliptical in the morning, I do 30 minutes. But that's low intensity, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get the heart rate going up, but it's nothing compared to this 10-minute jog.
Yeah.
This 10-minute jog made me feel like, okay, this is a workout.
Yeah.
The elliptical is not a workout. So all you people out there, we all do ellipticals and shit. We're not working out.
Yeah. You gotta really push it.
There's still a benefit.
Yeah, you gotta really push it.
But if you go, but imagine if you go and push it with these on.
Oh yeah. No.
On the street.
Yeah.
That's a workout.
Yeah. It's much harder to manage that intensity level, like, you know, like especially if you're not accustomed to it, right? Like you're not.
Well, at first it was.
Oh yeah.
I've done 2 days straight, and it's like, woo.
It was kicking my ass.
I've been doing this better. The first day was just more of a like, what the fuck am I doing here?
What am I doing?
My body doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Like it's like this is hurting, that's hurting. Your breathing's all over the place.
Oh,
you don't know what pace to do.
There's no rhythm to the breathing.
So but the second one was the funny thing is like I felt so much better the second time.
Yeah.
And it's only been 2 days.
Yeah.
Like imagine, like, because I think with this stuff like this, especially if you don't ever do it, it's almost like you get the newbie gains again, right?
Yes.
My body's not used to this,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna probably adapt. Like I'm gonna probably excel pretty quickly in getting to where I should be.
In that initial.
And then I'm gonna probably plateau for a while.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to run any marathons, right?
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
worried yet. But who knows? Like
Yeah.
we're all competitive once we have fun doing something.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna try to keep my muscle. Like, yeah. I just want to be. Plus, I want to be. I'm not doing this for vanity. Well, some of it. You know what? The funny thing, the reality check was. I have a 6-year-old who loves going swimming. Okay, we're ranting.
That's it.
And JP can tell you about his beach story after. We talked about this before. This is the kind of the topics we actually talk about are usually topics we've already talked about. So it's like JP's like, oh fuck that story again. So I have a 6-year-old likes to go swimming, right? And you can't be like, you gotta take your ego out of this shit. Like, because I'm not used to I go to the gym to work out and I have my clothes on, all that stuff. I don't go in the water. I don't go into a bathing suit. I don't jump in. I'm not walking around my shirt off.
Yeah.
So I'm not too worried about being in the peak condition, right? And then also if we're in the bodybuilding world, we're probably a little bit harder on ourselves than the
We get in our
average
own
person.
head.
We get in our own head for sure.
Absolutely.
This I might get in my own head, but I also didn't get in my own head because I saw a video of myself, right? I was like, whoa, fuck. This, because I was getting really lax, thinking, because I'm a pretty lean guy normally. Oh, I can eat chocolate bars, I can eat this. It's funny is I eat pretty good, but then I'll also eat chocolate bars and I'll also have ice cream.
Yeah.
Almost for about a month there, I was on a daily basis. Like I'd buy like a big chocolate bar, and if I wanted a bag of chips, I'd just eat it.
Yeah.
But but the funny thing is, I'd always get up and eat my nice healthy meal, and I'd do my elliptical, but then the rest of the day would just be like, oh, I got my protein in, but now, oh, I had a nice tuna sandwich, but I'll eat a chocolate bar.
Yeah.
Oh, I had this, now I'll have some mini rice cakes, but I'll eat them all. Basically, when I first realized it, I did a video. So I put just recently, if you saw the videos on why people compete and all that kind of stuff that's circulated around, and if you wonder why all the angle is from here up. You ever notice that? Well, you probably didn't notice it. From here up.
Yeah.
Because I wear a tight shirt that I always wear, and I always feel pretty good next. I put it on, I even felt good when I put it on.
Yeah.
I felt like I was looking good.
Yeah.
And I was looking at the video, I was like, holy fuck, dude. Like, oh, this is the first time, because I've gained a little bit of weight in the belly all the time, a little bit, but this is the worst I've ever seen of myself. It's like,
Oh yeah, right.
okay, dude, you got a belly going on here. No fucking red. There's no hiding it here. And I'm not going to put the video up because I already edited them.
Yeah.
I didn't edit, I just cropped them.
Yeah.
I zoomed them in because I had a full zoom where we were shooting me from about here up, and I thought I was looking, feeling good, right?
Yeah.
And I'm turning, I'm talking, I'm thinking, I got some good content here, but what am I gonna do about that?
The hell is that?
I can't fix it. But then I realized, oh, these other YouTubers, a lot of them are shooting from the chest up. So okay, I'm just gonna zoom in.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of videos floating around. Just recently, we made a gray, tight, long sleeve shirt. And I floated about 3 of them. I'm at about 4 because they all had good content, even 5 because the discipline one's good. I had all this good content.
Oh yeah, right.
But I couldn't get on all I was seeing was my belly. And I'm not even saying, I'm not just saying because I'm insecure, like I'm not saying because I'm only seeing it. No, you see it.
Oh yeah, right.
So I that was 2 weeks ago when I made that videos, right? When I actually filmed them. And from 2 weeks on, this motherfucker has 88 chocolate bars and nothing.
That's it.
And no, it's funny because I'm naturally fairly lean. I'm looking like leaner already.
You feel better already.
I'm feeling better. It's tough, just like when you do running for the first time, the first run's tough.
Yeah.
When I said I'm not gonna eat chocolate bars or chocolate chip muffins, all these things I like,
Yeah.
it was tough to say no.
Yeah.
I literally had to take them, I couldn't even throw them away. I just froze the chocolate.
So that timeline then would have worked into so you would have already been inside your 2-week window, I think, that you stopped eating chocolate. When one of my clients started talking about the half-pound chocolate, whatever cookies,
and I didn't buy one, right? Because before I would have just I would have told you guys. I don't really announce I'm eating crap. I would have just before I get to my car, just walk on over. Because actually I was heading over because I did say to Riley, I said, oh, we should take the electric bike and go on over to the.
Oh yeah.
JP was telling me the
cookie place.
But she's not really a cookie person.
Yeah.
Like if she was, I'm the cook.
So that's a big deal because I thought for sure you were going. I didn't know that you were going through this no chocolate thing, but I thought for sure that day, right? Because especially whatever Shaun was doing at home.
No. I've also gone through a moderation thing. I didn't do moderation. If you go to, I know you shouldn't buy them at Walmart, but say you go to Walmart, you buy these 6 chocolate chip muffins. I would literally go buy them at nighttime and eat all of them. Because for some reason my body can just eat junk. But you give me steak or something, I'll have a hard time eating all of it. But if you give me 6 chocolate chip muffins, I'll eat them all. Yep. Because I was a little kid, I was raised terribly, I guess. I lived on junk food, and I was tiny.
That's it.
Maybe I was tiny because I wasn't getting the right nutrition. Maybe I would have been 6 feet.
That's it, right?
So I don't know where we're going with all this shit, but yeah.
But the journey is on the jogging.
Yeah, the new journey is in jogging. The new journey is just saying fuck people saying they're still overtraining.
Yeah.
Look at the people who live in the jungles and shit. I don't know, just go back as far as that. People always see them oh my god, they're ripped and shredded and all that. Yeah, and they probably walk more in one day than we walk for the month.
Yeah.
And they're not overtrained and walking around with a limp because we're overtraining and feeling sick. Because we always say, oh, you're going to overtrain, you're going to lose your muscle, you're going to do this.
I'm pretty sure David Goggins has some videos about overtraining too.
And look at him. The guy's got full big pecs.
That's it.
And the guy, I'm just dabbling in running.
Yeah.
He does 100-mile races.
Almost every day, it seems like.
So basically, I think he does about 4 hours of, I'm just making up numbers, but it's something like 4 hours of running a day. Like just ridiculous amounts. So he gets in the morning
Crazy
run,
amounts.
and then he also does weights too because he has muscle mass.
Yeah.
Like he's not a scrawny runner.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then I've seen guys on the YouTube floating around. They're pretty big builds and they're jogging on a regular, right?
Yeah.
Because there's no thing. Obviously, you get overtrained. You'll know when you're overtrained.
It's possible, like especially if it's exceeding
If
like
you're doing- yeah,
your
if you're
ability
running,
to
if you're
recover.
running marathons and shit, you might have to worry about like taking it easy, or if you're getting injured and stuff. But based on, if I would tell you what I did yesterday, 30 minutes in elliptical at a moderate pace. It's basically going for a fast walk around the block, like for 30 minutes, fast walking in your moderate fast walk, right?
Easy to
It's
have a conversation.
Yeah, I probably get my heart rate to about. It's all relative to whatever your resting heart rate is, but and plus, who knows how accurate these are? These are just for gauging. I don't say this is what my accurate heartbeat is, but for me, I get it to about 100 in my whatever.
Yeah.
So they'll probably give me a little bit of conditioning, so the jogging wasn't so bad.
Yeah, low intensity type stuff.
And then I did like a workout at the gym. I did about an hour. So I go there for an hour, but I probably work out 45 minutes for an hour, right? Mm-hmm. And then right after that, I just put the shoes on and went for a 10-minute run. So that would be, I guess you could almost say it was 3 workouts. But I'm not overtrained by any means. Like,
Well, and the interesting
and I
thing
can
is-
also keep my calories up. And if I want to have a meal piece, if I have some chocolate bars here, because every once in a while, if I want a freaking chocolate bar, I'm gonna have it. I'm just not gonna I'm not gonna go back to that guy who buys 6 chocolate muffins for no reason, and eats them all. Because it's almost like I feel like you start doing it for a vice, right? It makes you feel good. Yeah. It does feel good eating. For me, eating a chocolate bar feels good.
Yeah.
Like if I'm having like it's pretty good.
Well, you know what? Like everybody's got like something, right? Because like some people drink, some people smoke.
Yeah, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs, I don't do anything. I don't go partying.
But I'll eat 6 of those muffins.
I'll eat 6 muffins.
Right? Like,
Maybe if I get a girlfriend or something like I'd rather have fun doing something like that. So I'm just a guy by myself, right? So I need my chocolate bars.
That's it.
And I just had to run
me something, right?
So I just work out a lot.
That's it. Right? The funny thing is, like, even just like for you to talk about the overtraining thing, right? Like, it's like, for me to start running recently, is actually adding more volume and more days to my own training. But the purpose of me doing it is actually to enhance my recovery.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because it's like, the intention is is to keep it like at a lower intensity, kind of like lower key. The first few days did not feel all that low, right? Because it's like my body's just like not used to it whatsoever. And it's just like, what the hell are you doing?
I mean, it's just like anything new, you just gotta keep showing up. You gotta push yourself through that initial barrier. That initial barrier is the toughest one to break. Yeah. Like even like going to the gym for the first time.
Yeah.
Someone might be going to the gym for the first time, and it's been a month since they've been saying they're going to the gym for the first time. You know what I mean? They just get through it. Just push yourself.
I think I'm just about hitting a month right now with my runs.
I almost wasn't gonna buy the shoes. Yeah. I almost had an excuse why I wasn't gonna go.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'll do it. I said it to myself, and then I said, "Fuck it, I'm going to the mall right now." I was saying to myself, "I'll do it tomorrow."
Yeah.
I already had it myself. I was gonna do it tomorrow, but Monday morning when I went to bed Sunday night, I said, "Tomorrow we're buying running shoes, and you're going running."
Get it done. That's it.
And I was like looking forward to it, but then you got home, and I did this, and I fell asleep on the couch or whatever. You know the drill, right?
Yeah. Chill out.
I was chilling out, and I was like, either I go right now or I don't. So I just said, let's go.
That's it.
And I went. I almost talked myself out of it. And not only did I go get these, I went and worked out first, and then went jogging.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say, I said no.
Yeah.
And I did home shit because the gym wasn't open.
Yeah.
That's how late it was.
Yeah.
Because I got myself at home, so I still got some stuff. I got my bells of steel. Speaking of bells of steel, right? I got my bells of steel squat racks. I set them up and I did my bench press on it.
Yeah.
And then I even racked it. I use it for a rack for barbell rows too. Which I never do. I'm like, I never actually rack barbell rows. I always want the floor.
Oh yeah.
But I didn't want to put the pads out and all that kind of crap because I'm in my place, right?
Yeah.
So I just racked it. So I didn't put it on the floor. It's like,
easy peasy.
Because bells of steel, which is sweet with their racks, they got holes all the way down to the ground. Because most times you buy racks and they start where they think, where's most people's bench?
Yeah.
And that's where the holes start.
Yeah.
Bells of steel thought ahead of it. They took them all the way down. So I can literally rack it right here and take it up and step back and do my rows.
That's it.
And then re-rack it.
Yeah.
Whereas normally, because I was just going to assume they're all going to be up here. all this range, right? Where the chest and squat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's it.
They were nice. They had them all the way down the bottom, right?
Yeah, that's good stuff.
What the fuck I'm talking about. But I bet you I get some sweet little one-liners out of that. This little clip I just made.
There you go, right?
So yeah, so it felt real good because it almost made me feel like. Another thing I wonder what you guys think. What do you guys think about listening to music? Because I'm old school. Listening to music while you're jogging, okay? And you remember you're jogging on the streets, okay? Because I see it all the time. People just look like walking around aimlessly in this world with headphones on.
Yep.
That's one thing for some reason I've never done because I've always wanted to know what's going on. So, because even if I'm walking, got headphones on for some reason, I don't really do it often, but if I do, I'll have one out. I'll have literally one hanging out of my ear. I'll only have one in.
Yeah.
But then when I'm running, I want to like have none because I want to be able to hear everything. Because you might get hit by a fucking car, some guy might jump
somebody
up.
honks, like, you know, whatever. Like,
Like, I'd be a guy, but guys can still attack me.
Yeah.
Because I like to go jogging when it's dark too. For some reason, it's my thing. Even when I was younger. Maybe I'll get over that. But when I just like when there's no one around.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's don't want to be a big spectacle. Me, I think because you're always self-conscious of my form good and all that. Or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So I go, and you also don't like a lot of people around because if you're driving the streets and it's busy, there's like cars and this and that. Like basically, if I go running after 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock at night, I go for my jog. There's like no cars anywhere. I'm just run across the street. I don't wait at any lights. Everything's just like a flow.
Easy. Yeah.
So I found this nice little circle. It took me 10 minutes to do it. I said, okay, I'll keep doing that for the week.
Yeah.
And then I'll add on to that.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else you want to go with?
That's it, right?
Their flows going with here?
Yeah, you know what? I think it's like, you know.
Give some last quote. The last video, did you realize I took out a lot of like your one-liners? Like I used a lot of those. A lot of these videos are floating around, they get a lot of attention. Are you starting the topic? And I just jump in. Because even like the start at the beginning of the video is like you saying something, then I come in.
That's funny.
So I was like using all your one-liners.
There you go, right?
Got some more motivational tips here.
There's a lot of one-liners, right? Well, I was gonna say, like, you know, even just with this, right? Like, you know, because just to tie it back into, you know, one of the previous videos, right? It just, you know, just to get started, right? Like, you know, you know, whether it's like for you with the
this is new to me. This is just like you guys. Some of you guys going to the gym for the first time or going for a walk for the first time.
Yeah.
Like this was like.
And regardless, even too, like, I mean, I think it's a good point, even just like in terms of whatever our perceived level of fitness might be, you know what I mean? Like, because like if someone says that, oh yeah, but you go to the gym all the time, like, why is this like, you know, whatever? I don't do this, right? Like, you know, so even on my side of things, like, I think I've been about a month.
And there's almost like back when we were younger, right? There's a badge of honor that you did no cardio. Like people, because I already said that a little bit earlier in the video.
Yeah.
People literally brag about not having condition.
My last competition that I just referenced about 10 years ago, like I did no cardio.
Okay. And I used to do that too. I used to try. Cardio was only used if I had to get when I would compete to get really super lean. But I knew because I used to take it to an extreme level. I knew I always need to add cardio. So I'd get like look like I'm dead, right?
Yeah.
Like who's that guy? Who's your buddy? The guy who looks like he's dead.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
Shaun. He's better.
Yeah. So for that I always had to do cardio, but I always like just slowly. The funny thing is, you always slowly add in cardio. You're adding cardio when you're depleted the most. Yeah. So it's actually the hardest to do. No wonder you dread cardio because you literally can't even walk.
Yeah.
And you're like forcing yourself to do cardio because now I go for a jog and it's nothing to do with I feel like I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
Well, to some degree because I'm new to it right now. But I actually have energy.
Yeah.
It's just my body's not. Can't handle it. It's
not sync to it.
What is it called when you're like starving? Whatever. It's not that.
Depleted?
Yeah, it's not depleted. That's the word, depleted. Yeah, I'm not getting through because I'm depleted. Because I remember before when you're next to like ready for showtime, and you have to do 30 minutes on like
dreading.
Even if it was my elliptical, that was like the hardest 30 minutes of fucking life. And the elliptical's not that hard.
Yeah.
Because I always aim for a certain amount of calories, right? So I have to keep going until I get that calories for the day burned off. Like I have to keep going, and you're like literally dying.
Yeah. I think that's the difference in motivation too, right? Because like even for myself,
I wanted to start adding. Sorry, okay, go on.
I was just gonna say, right? Because like even for myself, like at the time, Yeah, like, you know, like my workouts, preparing for that last competition, 2012, my workouts were very intense. So like, you know, like the thought of like, you know, further depleting myself or like whatever, it's just like, oh my God, like, good luck, right? And I mean, at least for me, because I've never been that lean before, right? Like, you know, it's like the level of leanness that I was achieving, or I was already like, you know, kind of blowing my own mind, right? The difference I think now is that like, you know, with me taking up a few of these jogs, I'm only doing it twice a week. But it's got nothing to do with me leaning out. Like the motivation is just completely different, right? So like, you know, like not only am I not trying to deplete myself, I'm also not trying to kick my ass.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you were gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna say it's always about vanity for me.
Out of the way, bitch.
But I'm getting because I want a certain look, but I know if I'm at that certain look, I've got a certain health. And you know what I mean? And I'm not getting that look by drugs or this and that, or by not eating or like starving or like I said, taking drugs or doing anything crazy, right? This is all natural. I want to be like, I want to be one healthy motherfucker. Like I want to be fit. I want to like look the part. Like, oh, you look fit as fuck. Now, like, oh yeah, I'm straight like hell for bodybuilding, but I'm not in fucking good shape. I just look shredded. Now I want to be like, I look shredded because of all the shit I do. And I also want to be able to eat more too, right? You're gonna be burning off a lot more calories. I just want to live a long, healthy life. Like, you start, when you get to a certain age, we start thinking about that.
Well, the motivation changes.
I want longevity too. It's not even about just looking great. Looking great is actually the extra little push it gives you to. Because it's like I always have this analogy of a walking billboard. If you take really good care of yourself and you work, like you gotta do weights, you gotta do cardio, you gotta do all of it because you gotta sculpt a nice physique, right? So if you do all these elements and you take care of yourself, you're a walking billboard for your health and fitness. And I want to be the walking billboard that doesn't lie. I don't think there's no additives. This looks great, but we did this and this and this to get to it. No, this looks great and it's all hard work.
The one thing I found, like, you know, as I'm now, you know, kind of starting to get into a little bit of a zone with these runs, as you know, like as my endurance is kind of like
I'm gonna
tilt up a little bit
with your knee in that, whatever the hell happened.
It's like not even.
So you can go jogging if you had cushion shoes. You can go jogging, or would you jog flat foot? I know you're a flat footer. Would you jog on the streets flat foot, or would you? Because these are hardcore cushion.
I think I would have to get used to it again, right? Because like right now, so far, I've only jogged on the treadmill. I haven't done any outdoor ones, and my treadmill is one of the curved ones, right? So like it feels very different, right? Like versus you know, going outside or whatnot, right?
I'm gonna take a jogging,
but yeah, I mean, like, you know what? Like realistically, like it's been as my conditioning has improved. What I've also found, so like my breathing, obviously, my pattern, right? Like, you know, like has improved dramatically, and like, you know, like now it's like it allows me to. I forgot that I used to, you know, like that this was a thing, right? It's like it allows me to kind of like escape a little bit mentally, right? Because you just kind of get into your zone, right, and whatever, right? And all of a sudden, like I'm not.
What do they call it? I didn't experience it yet because I'm new to this runner's high, they call it. Like when I was jogging, I'm thinking, is that thing gonna kick in at any time? Because I just want to stop right now. I was fighting that the whole time.
That's what.
I'm still fighting it. Like, I just want to stop. I'm not getting this runner's high thing you're talking about. Like when am I gonna hit it?
I don't even know.
I only done 2 sessions of running, so I can't say.
I don't even know that I would say that I experience a runner's high. I don't know that I feel that necessarily, but what I have felt. So now, like, you know, I've been doing it twice a week, whatever. So like I'm on my, I think I've completed probably 8 to 10 runs so far.
Exercise and working out in the gym is therapy. It's good for your mind. Is it really?
100.
What did they tell us 2 years ago?
Right? You know what I mean? Like, seriously, right?
You mean this is good for you?
You mean this is good for you, right?
More than just to get a 6-pack?
It's actually gotten to the point where, like, you know, like I can kind of zone out a little bit. And I'm not so, you know, hyper focused on the fact that my legs are on fire or anything crazy, right? You know, like, so I'm like, you know, like I'm able to kind of like, you know, just kind of like zone out, whatever, right? There's been a couple of times where like even my radio, right? It's an old radio, and like, you know, there's been a couple of times where in the middle of the run, it gets all glitchy, whatever, right? And all of a sudden it's just like, you know, like I guess I lose the station or something. And you know, because it's not even a digital radio or anything, right? And all of a sudden there's no music, right? And so like, you know, part of me, I'm just like, you know, like just reactionary. I'm just like, oh, I should stop and whatever. It's like, oh, but I don't want to stop. I'm in the zone, right? So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, right? I just keep going, right? And all of a sudden I'm realizing like, there's no music, there's no nothing. It's not even bothering me, right? And I'm just kind of like off in La La Land over there somewhere, right? You know what I mean? Like whatever, right? And I forgot that I used to feel that because it's been so long since I've done that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
anytime I work out, there's always music, there's always something going on.
Yeah.
I never like quiet.
yeah, I think I've done it like, you know, like I think I used to like, you know, because like, you know, when I would go for a run when I was younger, like I'd go outside, right? And I never had headphones, I never had anything. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like when I was in martial arts or when I was boxing or like when I was like, you know, like even just like when I would get hyped, you know, like I was telling this story earlier today about, you know, when I was even in high school or whatever, right? And all of a sudden, like, you know, like it's like, okay, it's time to go to bed. You know, like I've already kind of been watching TV a little bit late. I got like one eye open, you know what I mean? Like, and it's just like, okay, I'm gonna do my last little like, you know, flick through a couple of the channels and then just, you know, call it a night, right? And it's like flick. It's like, oh, Rocky's on.
Oh shit, you love that.
I can't not watch Rocky.
Oh my god.
Right?
You can always tape it.
And then like,
The
yeah.
times have changed.
But yeah, like, you know, like it was one of those things where like I'm like, oh, like, let me just watch a few minutes. I can't watch a few minutes. So now like I'm watching like more of it, right? And now I'm hyped, right? And now the movie's over and I'm supposed to go to bed. But now I'm like sitting there like this, right? And now I'm looking at my shoes.
Oh
right?
my gosh.
And it's 12:30 at night, and it's like snowing outside.
Rocky would go for a jog.
I'm gonna go for a jog, right? And like that's the best thing. Like just like what you just finished saying, there's nobody out on the road.
Nice.
Right? On a fresh snowfall.
I used to do that all the time.
Oh, on a fresh snowfall. The ASMR of like, you know, just like, you know, like the crunch, and there's nobody around.
I used to do that all the time because that was like the peak time for getting ready for wrestling season, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the winter. I'd always ready in the snow.
Yeah.
Getting ready.
Right?
And you had that in your mind.
And I forgot about all of that, right? Because it's been so long since I've done that, right?
Me too.
So yeah, like the first few times, just like you said, right? It's just like I'm so focused on like, okay, I just want to stop.
I just want to survive. I was just trying to survive. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
my goal, I met a really good goal. Like, at first I was like, I remember even back in the day, you'd always say, okay, I'm gonna make it to that pole, and then I'm gonna make it to that pole. You start creating small little goals.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna make it to that light, and then when I turn, then you're like, okay, I did here, nothing wrong, I'm okay still.
Yeah.
Just keep
Still
moving.
alive.
Like, I'm gonna make it to the next light.
Yeah.
Just assess it, everything's cool, and keep on running.
Yeah.
So both times I ran the whole time without stopping, right?
That's it.
Yes.
That's a big deal.
But I said, the younger mentality is always like, go big or go home, right? Right from the get-go. You can't, we don't start small, just gun it. Even with workouts, you got right away, you gotta start doing these hardcore workouts. No, everything's small. Because
work your way up to it,
there's a thing called time. We got time.
Yeah.
Because just look back what you did 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Just think of, or even look back 5 years ago, how long ago that was.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the hell I did 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Because we've got time. Well, we don't have all the time in the world, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The time is there, no matter what.
It's gonna pass. The time's gonna pass anyways.
So there's no rush.
Yeah.
So I just did them doing like 10-minute runs, and then next time do 15. And next time,
Yeah.
Not because before I would just automatically go for a 30-minute run.
Yeah.
And of course I'm gonna be walking and stopping.
Oh, you're dead.
Yeah, but I would do that because that's what I gotta do.
That's what I
But
did.
then obviously it's demotivating.
Yeah.
They're like, that just sucked.
That sucked
The
ass.
guys who literally would, before I would go, even if I hadn't done it for a while, I'd time my timer, I'd hit start on my watch.
Yeah.
I'd go 15 minutes out, and then when I hit the 15-minute mark, then I'd turn back and try heading back. But by the time I turn around and come heading back, I'm walking and I'm trying to run. I'll run to that tree, then I'll walk to the next one. So it's just,
No joke, eh? Like the first time,
like,
you know, like
go
I
as
said,
long as I could,
those first couple of runs that I did, like the first one specifically, right? Like it was 2-3 minute tops, right? And then like I was like, okay, I'm gassed, my legs are on fire, and I gotta walk, right? And then I would try to build up the courage after a few minutes, right? Okay, can I do another 2 minutes, right? And just like,
you gotta set little goals within the, you gotta get the big picture, but you gotta set all these little goals just to get through it. Whatever gets you through, you guys.
These last couple of times I did like a 35-minute and I did a 30-minute, right? And it's just like, holy shit, right? And like I haven't been at it for that long, so you know, like it feels good because so now it's getting to that point because I don't I'm not so focused on just being on fire, right? So now all of a sudden it's just like, oh shit, right? It's like, you know, I'm zoning out a little bit. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, you gotta get the zone out.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay, I forgot I was gonna ask you. I was just gonna ask you the one question is who uses headphones when they go running? I think we start. I don't know if we actually asked the question, but just comment below.
Comment
Because
below.
I don't do it because I just like the idea of like knowing what's going on around me, right?
Yeah.
I don't want any surprises, anything happening because there's so many people. Like you see people. Does anyone ever saw those people? They're just walking and they're kind of in your way, but they don't even know you're in your. Say I got an electric bike too, right? Which is funny because that's like no, you don't really work. That's for fun. I didn't buy an electric bike to get a workout.
Yeah.
I bought it to almost like a motorcycle. I'm like booting around and
That's it.
streets and this and that.
Yeah.
But you're going down a path or something and you're trying to pass some guy walking. You're dinging your thing, you're doing all this stuff. He's got his headphones
Can't
in.
hear you.
Literally, I could have come roaring around the corner, took him right out, and he wouldn't even know when I was coming.
Yeah.
So that's why every time I'm walking or doing anything, I always have at least one ear open.
Yeah.
Most times both. Like I never want to put earphones in, only in the gym.
Yeah.
But then so I can get attacked in the gym. You never know.
That's it.
But I put both headphones in the gym. Yeah, but when you're in the street, and even if I don't even want to know what your comments are, I would just say, don't do it.
Yeah, right.
Have one ear open at all times. That's my little piece of advice.
That's it.
Because you don't want you should always know your surroundings, right? You don't want anything to
Awareness
happen.
is huge. Yeah.
Yeah, a car could go flying off the street. And they could be honking their horn, but you got your fucking music blasting and you're
right.
taken out.
That's it.
I wonder if they do some statistics on how many times that happens. Probably a lot.
Yeah.
Because I see people like almost get hit by cars. You ever see those people that are texting around their phone and there's always people always joking around about
They're just looking down.
You know, these funny memes about people falling in sewer holes and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, people literally, I see people literally just start walking across the street and it's a red light.
They haven't even looked.
They haven't even looked up.
Yeah.
Or I see all the time like I'm in my car driving and I'm about to turn, say you're turning on a red light or something,
Yeah.
and you see the person walk because I know they're coming.
Yeah.
And then you watch them, you realize they didn't lift their head up once or look at you once.
They don't even know.
They just assume that people are going to stop for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like what if I wasn't paying attention?
Right.
And I came whipping around that corner
Yeah.
and they don't even see
Toast.
it. Imagine getting hit, you don't even see it coming.
Yeah.
That would be fucking nuts.
That's one of the things that I say
So
to
you
my
gotta
son.
be like
right?
defensive in this world.
So you know, like with my son, like you know, like when I'm telling him, like you know, like oh, if he's riding his bike, if he's out with his buddies, like you know, like whatever, he's like, oh yeah, watch this, watch that, you know, whatever. There's been times like yeah, whatever, right? Because like you know, like he thinks I'm just busting his balls or like you know, whatever, right? But the thing is too, like you know, it's not like one of the things I say to him. It's not simply just about not trusting him and him being aware of his surroundings or like whatever, right? It's other people too, right?
Oh no, that's what they say is defensive driving.
Because like yeah, like if some guy,
I'm watching cars, like somebody see a car run through a red light, you're like, whoa.
yeah,
What if I just said, oh, it ain't my problem, I'm just gonna go straight? No, I saw it coming, I
Yeah.
avoided it. It's like, whoa, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
You see people like run red lights
and as much as like even like you know what, like even if you have the right of way as a pedestrian, right? And like you know what, like the lights are red and like you know it's green for you and like you know whatever. Okay, like cool, yeah, you're entitled, sure. Okay,
Go hit 'em.
if
No,
you're not, well, that's the thing. If you're not paying attention and that car just kind of comes through, like whatever, right? As entitled as you are, you dead.
What? I didn't see that coming. That's true.
You know what I mean? Like so,
Always be
it's a
aware.
losing
Don't-
battle.
Don't expect, like, always be, like, you be aware of your surroundings. all
Yeah,
times.
yeah.
Like, when you
That's
walk
it.
out your door, look around. Don't just
Yeah.
walk out.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, the world's pretty safe, I guess, but things happen. That's why they call it accidents, right?
Yeah.
Accidents happen,
Yeah.
freaky things happen.
Just be aware.
Just think of all the times, like, I swear, like, 'cause you see people like say, oh, every time I ride my bike, I have this guy on my fucking floor, right? He's like, he's out of shape and stuff, right? Not that that's anything to do with it, but yes, it does. He's like, every time I'm on my scooter, he has an electric scooter, he's an old guy too. He's like, every time I'm on my scooter, I get hit by cars and all these shit, they're a bunch of assholes.
Oh.
I'm like, I whip around on my electric bike, I've never had any issues ever.
Yeah.
But you know how many times I've stopped because I saw a car about to cut me off or something? Like,
Yeah.
Because I'm watching what the hell's going on. Because I
You
just,
can predict it.
I can see it. I say,
can
oh,
see
the
it.
guy's signal's on. He's gonna turn here, and you try to get their eye contact. You're like, nope, he doesn't see me.
Some
So I'm
of
just
it
gonna
doesn't
slow
see me.
down. So I'm just gonna stop because he should stop. But I know I have the right ways. I'm going straight down here, and
Yeah.
he's turning in here. He should.
Yeah.
But I know, okay, he might not.
So that's the thing. Car versus bike, you're gonna lose.
Yeah. Or you want to say like, I don't know, just ride your bike and you're kid, right? Like,
Yeah.
Because you'd always like, it used to be even worse back in the day, right? Get through a turn and all that, and the kids were getting cut off with bikes all the time. But they're also, of course, the driver's fault, but sure, you also gotta be aware of what's going on.
Yeah.
I can foresee a lot of shit going on.
Oh, yeah.
Accidents will happen, but I can see things
Yeah.
happen. I can see like, okay, I'm sure you're in your car or whatever you're driving, like, oh, there's something weird's gonna happen there. Yeah, that's happened. You cut me off, but
Yeah.
I saw it coming, so whatever.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, you know what, like, you know, like one last comment on that is like, you know, just the other day, right? Like when I was driving in, coming into the studio, and because I'm paying attention, I can see like, you know, like this guy that is, you know, like in his driveway, and is now deciding that he's gonna start backing up, right? And like for some reason, like, you know, like the way I'm looking over, I'm just like, this guy's not paying attention at all, right? So I'm just driving along, right? You know, like whatever, right? And like I could just see, just like even just with the speed that he started kind of like going back and like whatever, it's just like he's not paying any attention whatsoever. He's just gonna keep on going, whatever, right? And like he literally just like whoop. And if I wasn't paying attention, guess what? Now we're in an accident, and it doesn't matter that it's his fault. Now you just wrecked my car. You know what I mean? Like,
I think what some people do is kind of you pedestrians. They just think, people will stop for me. You see people like when you're driving and they start pushed away out in the traffic, like, okay, because I have no choice, I have to stop. But you just, that's not right. You just
and imagine if the other person has the same mentality.
yeah, then you get.
Then this asshole will just stop, right? But nobody stopped. Boom. That's it.
It's almost like playing chicken on the road, right?
Yeah,
It's like
exactly.
some of these people play chicken, that's how they drive, right? It's like, yeah, they'll stop.
Insane.
Episode 17. That's
Episode
it.
17.
Bye-bye.
Peace.